y'all. Hey, it's late. It is Monday. Today has been absolutely amazing, very productive. Life is still lifing. So, thanks to those that are coming in on the live for day 27 of the She is Powerful March Challenge. Thanks for those who will catch it on the replay. I know that it's late, but I'm here. I'm here. And I'm not going to be here long. You're going to see tonight I am going to do it a little different because there is like a lot to do tonight, like get some rest. So I'm not going to do my regular lesson plan. I differentiated my lesson plan for the educators out there. I differentiated my lesson plan tonight so that I won't be as long because we have Miracle Monday tonight, which bless all of our souls. Prophet Tawanda Sumler with the Beyond You Theological Institute brought us a mighty, mighty word from a miracle in the Bible, and we all walked away with some like real life application things from Miracle Monday. So if you're not on Miracle Monday with us at Beyond You Theological Institute, hit me up, get the link, join us next Monday. I'll be bringing the word. So I hope that you all can join us and share it out and come in and see what the Lord has to say. Now, we are here because I am doing the She is Powerful March Challenge. Welcome to those that are in. If you're here, say hello so I can shout you out. Please feel free to share and feel free to invite. I know it is 11:18 at night. It's late, but we're going to go fast. So it is Monday, March 27th. Happy Women's History Month. If you don't know who I am Dr. J. LeRae, your heart coach, your strategist, and your encourager. I am committed to your sustained pivot as you journey on purpose with divine alignment. Thank you for those who've supported me along the way on this challenge. We're at day 27, almost done. A few more days to go. Thank you for getting shirts, books, and all the different things as we've gone through this month. Now, today I'm really just going to do some quotes, but I want to highlight Shirley Chisholm on tonight. So first, you see that I put in the caption her quote, which says, "We must reject not only the stereotypes that others hold of us, but also the stereotypes that we hold of ourselves." That is by the great Shirley Chisholm. We must reject. That means don't accept it into yourself. Don't receive that. The stereotypes that others hold of us. So the stereotypes from others, but also the stereotypes we hold of ourselves. What we think of ourselves matter. And that comes from a lot of different factors that can come from how we were raised, our environment, our experiences, our traumas. All of those things can shape how we think of ourselves and the stereotypes that we put on and hold of ourselves. So it's real important that we release those things. We reject those things so that we can live freely. Now, a little about Shirley Chisholm. If you don't know who she is, she was born in 1924. She has many things. She was many things. She was a nursery school teacher, an author, the first Black Congresswoman, and in 1972, perhaps most impressively, the first Black major party candidate to run for president of the United States, although she had to fight to be included in the primary debates. Now, I want to read the entire quote. So I gave you a piece of a quote, but it's an entire piece of an entire little snippet that I want to read that ends with the quote that I started with. And it says, this is by Shirley Chisholm. It says, "Your time is now, my sisters. New goals and new priorities, not only for this country, but for all of mankind, must be set. Formal education will not help us do that. We must therefore depend upon informal learning. We can do that by confronting people with their humanity and their own inhumanity, confronting them wherever we see them, in the church, in the classroom, on the floor of the Congress and the state legislators, in the bars, and on the streets. We must reject not only the stereotypes that others hold of us, but also the stereotypes that we hold of ourselves." Again, that is Shirley Chisholm. And that quote that most people pull out of that little snippet is what most people say when they talk about the great quotes of Shirley Chisholm. But I wanted to read the whole thing to us tonight. A couple other quotes from Shirley Chisholm that I thought was very powerful as we celebrate Women's History Month is, "You don't make progress by standing on the sidelines, whimpering and complaining. You make progress by implementing ideas." Doing it, doing it, doing it, doing it. Not complaining, doing it. We learned about complaining tonight in Miracle Monday. Prophet Tawana talked to us about complaining. So Shirley Chisholm talked about it too back in the 70s. She said, you can't make progress by standing on the sidelines, whimpering and complaining. You make progress by implementing ideas. Great Shirley Chisholm. And another quote by Shirley Chisholm is, this is good, of my two handicaps, being female, a woman, put many more obstacles in my path than being Black. So she referenced her two handicaps as being a woman, a female, and being Black. And she stated that being a woman brought many more obstacles than being Black along her path. Go figure that, women. And even men that hear this, go figure that. Wow. Wow, there's a lot going on in my neighborhood tonight. I'm not sure what's going on around here. So a couple other quotes, and then we're going to end because it's going to be real quick and fast and not going to be that long. This one is by Kerry Washington. It says, learn to embrace your own unique beauty. Celebrate your gifts with confidence. Your imperfections are actually a gift. Do you look at your imperfections as something negative? Do you look at your imperfections as something that others look down on? Well, Kerry Washington tells us that our gifts, our imperfections are actually a gift. So I want to share with us tonight. Good evening for those that's joining us. We're live right now. We're live. If you're catching us on a replay, let us know. But look at your imperfections as a gift. You're unique, and those things that you look at as an imperfection are a gift. And if we shift our mindsets and our perspectives to see our imperfections as a gift, we can move differently, right? We can show up differently. We can have a whole nother level of confidence because our imperfections then become our gifts, and we learn how to move in our gifts. Therefore, we're not hiding or shrinking back because of our imperfections. That was by Kerry Washington. Marilyn Monroe says, strong women don't have attitudes. We have standards. Would you agree with that? Strong women don't have attitudes, though many people will miscategorize us with having attitudes. We don't have attitudes, we have standards. And when you have standards, you show up with a assertiveness that some people just cannot handle. So then they misscrew that into an attitude. Women are assertive by nature when they are in spaces of leadership, when they are in spaces of leading others, with children, Girl Scout, Boy Scout, all of those different things. But women don't show up with attitudes. That is not an attitude that we have. We have standards. That means if you have standards, you're not just going to accept anything. And I'm going to tell you, I was not one that always had standards. I had to heal within and grow spiritually to even understand what my standards were and to be assertive in that space. So women, continue to show up with your standards, no matter if they're saying, oh, she got an attitude, calling you the angry Black woman and all of the things. Don't ever waver in being your standards. Show up with your standards because it's not an attitude. It's simply a standard. And that's what Marilyn Monroe said. Next is Issa Rae. She said, once I learned to like me more than others did, I didn't have to worry about being the funniest or the most popular or the prettiest. I was the best me, and I only ever tried to be that. Can you imagine? Hello, living in a world where you're only being you. You're not trying to be all of those things she talked about, the funniest, the loudest even, the prettiest, the most popular. That's not your feat. That's not your focus. Your focus is truly on being you and doing what you were created to be and do on purpose and for purpose. See, when we get to that point, all of the other stuff is null and void. All of the other chatter is null and void. We can walk in our purpose with that assertiveness, with that authenticity, right? We can move in that vein. So thanks to Issa Rae for that quote. And the last quote for tonight, I told you it's going to be quick. If your actions create a legacy that inspires others to dream more, learn more, do more, and become more, then you are an excellent leader. That is by Dolly Parton. Let me read that again as I close. If your actions create a legacy that inspires others to dream more, learn more, do more, and become more, then you are an excellent leader. That's by Dolly Parton. So, to all the women leaders out there, to all the women who know who they are, to all the women who will accept, embrace their imperfections and move within those imperfections as gifts as which they were created to be for us. We just have to shift our mind and accept them that way. To all of the women who are moving with standards, though people say you have attitudes, to all of the women who are showing up being just them, the best them, I say we lift you up, we honor you, we salute you. Women, let's keep pushing, doing what we do. I hope these quotes inspired you. Today is day 27. I appreciate you chatting it up with me tonight, late for day 27 of the She is Powerful March Challenge. I will see you tomorrow for day 28. For those that saying that's not usually what she do, I said at the beginning, I was differentiating my lesson plan for tonight because it's late and I'm tired, and I can do that because I make the decisions for how I choose to show up for this challenge. So thank you for coming. Thank you for hearing. Thank you for receiving. God bless you and have a good night.